First, I'm give honors to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to all my fellow Akim and Akwat out there that follow Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, but truth and sincerity. I like to say Shalom. The title of this lesson is going to be called Esau is Losing His Power, which I'm going to change it later. Esau, the so-called white man, is losing his power. And if you don't know who Esau is according to the Bible, Esau is the so-called white man. Esau, Edom. The Edomites are the so-called white people, the Caucasian race. Okay, they are the Edomites according to the Bible. The small hats, those are the head tribe is Amalek. And the rest of the tribes are the so-called, which today are known as the so-called white people, okay? Or white Americans, Germans, Austrians, French, okay, Belgian, the list goes on and on, Europeans, basically, okay? But the white man, all right, Esau Edom is losing his Eurocentric power, man, okay? And he knows that he's losing his power because everything that he had built is now crumbling. All the lies that he had created is now falling, okay? And one sign that your kingdom, your nation is falling is when your women wants, when your women wants the enemy, okay? Who is the enemy towards Esau Edom? Is us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, okay? And a lot of so-called white women, they're going to marry, they want to go to Jake. They want to marry, fall in love, and want to be submissive and follow Jake, man. Okay? They don't want to follow their men no more. They don't want to follow that white Eurocentric atomic family no more. Them days are over, man. And the curses that the so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans have, and Seminole Indians have been going through for the past 535 plus years, 535 plus years, are now hopping on Esau, man. He can't handle the curses. And not just Esau, all of the heathens. Okay, the heathens are now experiencing the curses, going paycheck to paycheck. Okay, living minimum wage, living off the government. Okay, when before they cut off SNAP, hey, majority of SNAP users are Edomites. Okay, but the face of SNAP, welfare, and all that is the face of that is Jake. What you understand, because that's part of the curses. But truly, Esau's now feeling the curses, man. And he can't handle it. He can't handle the pain and suffering that he has to bear. And that's not our fault, okay? That's your fault. That's your fault, Esau. We went through our punishment. And our punishment is almost up. Yours about to begin. And you ain't gonna like it. You could try to commit suicide. You could try to exit yourself out. But at the end of the day, man, you're gonna come back as a slave, man. And you Edomites, you ever watching my video or watching the Elders and Apostles, Great Millstones video, hey, man, take this word, man. Live your life the best you can. All right, do all the cocaine, do all the wickedness that you want to do. Go do all the drugs, lay with all the women, do whatever the abominable things that you Edomites desire, want to do. Eat, not just women. Hey, lay with other men if you want. Because after this, man, you Edomites are going to slavery after America falls, man. It's good for us, and it's going to be bad for you. This is Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy God will put all these curses upon thy enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute thee. And thou shalt return and obey the voice of the Lord and do all his commandments, which I command thee this day. And the Lord will make thee plenteous in every work of thy hand, the fruit of thy body, and the fruit of the cattle, and the fruit of thy land for good. The Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, will again rejoice over thee for good as he rejoiced over thy fathers. Right? And that's what's happening. It's a two-sided of the coin. On one side, Jake is returning back to their God, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. On the other hand, while we returning and we're being more powerful, every day we're getting closer to the Lord, where we're building a relationship, we're being stronger in the power of the Lord. While that's happening, Esau is falling. He's receiving the curses every single day. No money in his pocket. His woman left him. All right, he don't got that nice car that he used to have. His children don't respect him. And even if, hey, fuck hey, man, the white women is good. White women are cool. But truly, a lot of you Shedemite women, man, fuck y'all too, man. Okay, yeah, y'all good, when y'all around Jake, y'all submissive. But deep down, man, fuck y'all too, because y'all just like y'all male counterpart, man. Okay? See, the curses are hopping on them Edomite women too, like they hopping on Eve. Okay? Hey, blonde hair and blue eye Becky is not popular like she was back in 20 years ago, 15, 13 years ago. Hey, I remember growing up, blonde hair and blue eyes it still has its energy, but back then it was at its prime. When you had blonde hair and blue eyes, you was gold. Okay, if you were an Edomite with blonde hair and blue eyes, man, even if you were a Jake that looked like an Edomite, but now the faces of beauty, the image of beauty, the beauty standard has shifted. Now everybody will have the look of the so-called Black, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian. That's why you have them white women, they putting Botox in their lips so they can look like the nigger woman. Okay? That's why they trying to, fix their face up so they can look like the so-called Latino, Native American woman. Why is that? Because we are the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, the Israelites. We are the image of beauty. Okay, we're the true pinnacle of beauty. You supposed to look like us, man. We're the true white people. But you Edomites, y'all brainwashed the whole world thinking that white skin is the closest to God, which is not. That whole so-called Anglo-Saxons, which the Anglo-Saxons were Israelites, all right, so-called black men from the southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, Levi, but that white, what Esau would call a white Anglo-Saxon Eurocentric white supremacy is now fallen. Okay, that's all bullshit. You're not supposed to have blonde hair and blue eyes. Now, if you're an Israelite that have those things, hey, the Lord's gonna clean you up. He's gonna give you back your melanin. But you're not supposed to have blonde hair and blue eyes. You're not supposed to look like an Edomite. Okay, you're not supposed to look all pale like a fucking Edomite. This nigga can't even walk out and he can't walk out in the sun. Once he walk out, the sun is already targeting him, man. That's why you need that pigmentation. That's why you need this, man. This pigmentation, man. Okay? Every organism on the planet has pigmentation and melanin except two things, the pig and the Edomite. Okay? Because once the Edomite walks out, he gets boils. Okay? So, hey, and look at the pig, man. The pig, them pink pigs, man, even themselves, even they know that melanin is important. That's why they cover themselves in mud, man. So they can get that brown look. So brown is good to be around, man. Brown is good to be around. Okay, you're supposed to have pigmentation and melanin. But basically what I'm trying to say is that white Eurocentric white system, that white supremacist system that Esau has created for the past centuries is now falling. That the white man is close to God. No, that's false. Okay, everywhere you go, they got these Greek mythology, Roman mythologies, and paintings and statues, and they think that white look with the slim nose and the thin lips and the curly hair, that Edomite curly hair is the closest thing to God. Nah, man. He's supposed to look like a so-called Negro or Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian, male, woman, and child. Okay? So the curses are falling upon the heathens, man. Okay, the curses of Deuteronomy 28. Okay, 28, yep. 15 to 68 is falling upon Esau. And he can't handle the pain. He can't handle the suffering that we've been through. And that's okay, because what the Lord's going to make sure that he's going through that pain, man. All right? The Lord's going to make sure that he's going through that punishment. He's going to make sure, man. This is Malachi. And when Esau's trying to rebuild America, this, that, and the third, trying to build back keep America white again, because that's what these Edomites want. They want America white. They want America back to that Anglo-Saxon white supremacy age where the white man and the white woman was at the top and everybody was at the bottom, which that's fallen as well. Look at man, it's a power shift, man. Everybody want to be around Jake. Everybody want to be around the so-called Black, Latino, Native American, man. Okay, so this is Isaiah 1 and 4. This is I'm gonna start at 1. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, where thou hast loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Right? Why is Jake saying that? Because You know, Jake been going through all types of hell and fucking pain and misery, man. Jake, we've been through so much of the curses, man. We be thinking that the Most High not dealing with this, man. Even when we was in the world. But we found that the Lord is dealing with this. He's not dealing with Esau. But, you know, when in the world, man, when you be walking through these suburbs and these nice neighborhoods and Esau be living up, be like, God damn, why they got all this shit? And we build everything. Okay? But when you come into the truth, if you're a Jake that's coming to the truth, answers all the questions that you've been asking your whole life is now being answered. The Lord is setting this man up. He's fattening him up with pleasure. He's fattening him up with that nice suburban life. All right, happy wife, happy life, type thing. Okay, that nice Subaru and a nice 5-star house that he lives in. The pool in the back, little cookout, little get together because Esau don't got, you know, that's Jake shit. That cookouts belong to Jake, but you know that whole white supremacist clean way of living. He fooled Esau. That's why that scripture says, do they think that their house is going to live forever? Absolutely not, man. Okay, what Esau has, them nice houses, the cars and everything are complete shit compared to what Jacob is about to receive. And I've experienced walking near them houses, man, seeing them houses, man. They look nice on the outside, but on the inside, you do not want to go in there, bro. That should be demonic as fuck. And I'm speaking as a man because I used to work as a door-to-door salesman. Okay, work for a special company. I don't want to go deep into it, but when you walk into certain houses where Jake live in, man, Jake outside, in the hood, they fucked up. But when you go inside Jake's crib, it's some Jakes are crazy, what I'm saying, crazy way of living. But when you walk into Jake's shit, man, it's clean because we're a clean people. But compared to Esau, it's outside. It's nice outside, but on the inside, that shit is horrendous, man. All right, before you even step your foot in the house, you quick to leave, man. All right, you want to just go to the next house. That's the testimonies that I had, man. But the point I'm trying to make is that what Esau has, man, is complete shit compared to what Jake is about to receive. All his nice houses, all his nice cars and shit like that. That Edomite way of living, the white supremacist way of living is all about to fucking fall. Johnny, Sarah, Timmy, and Kimmy about to go into fucking slavery, man. This is Malachi 1 and 2. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord? Yet I love Jacob, right? The Lord loves so-called blacks. The so-called blacks, Latino, Native American, Seminole Indian, man, woman, and child. The West Indian, man, woman, and child. The so-called Haitian, man, woman, and child. The so-called West African of Jake, all right? And all Israelites that are scattered, all right? The Israelites, period. Okay, he loves us, man. But he hates Esau, as it says 4, as it says in 3. This is Malachi 1 and 3. I hate Esau, laid up his mountains, and his heritage waits for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished. Right, because Esau is impoverished, man. Hey, Esau is poor, man. That slick hair, sunglasses, driving a Lamborghini of an Edomite guy back in the 80s and 90s, those days are over, man. All right, now Esau living paycheck to paycheck like the average Jake. And Jake is used to the hell that we're in. We're used to the paycheck to paycheck. Esau is not, because he's been living his whole life in comfort. All right? Esau will always get the finest new clothes, finest new car, the new PlayStation, the new Xbox, the new Wii U. All right? The new bicycle. Okay, I'm not saying every Edomite living like that, but y'all still have a better position than the average Jake. Even the poorest Edomite, the poorest homeless Edomite will receive better opportunities than the Jake. Okay? And the Lord hates y'all. Okay? The Lord is destroying you inside and out as a nation. We are impoverished, but we will return and build in desolate places. Let's say the Lord of hosts, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They shall build and I will throw down. They shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord hath indignation forever. Right? The Lord has indignation. Indignation means righteous anger. And we should have righteous anger, indignation towards Edomite spirit, because what they've been doing ever since they came on this fucking planet. They have destroyed life on this earth. They have vexed, afflicted, and destroyed, and abhorred, and committed great abominable catastrophic things throughout centuries, throughout thousands of years, man. Ever since Mount Petra, Mount Seir, man. Ever since when Esau came out the womb of Rebecca. Okay? See, he's the perfect supervillain. Esau's the perfect supervillain, man, especially Amalek. So the Lord is about to bring down this man Esau Edom. And as you can see, Esau is trying to rebuild back that white superiority of the atomic family. Okay, little Jimmy with the little dog, and Sarah baking the muffins, and the white man coming home from work with the suit and tie on, and Sally just playing hopscotch. Hey man, with the neighborhood girls. Hey, them days, the 1950 days are over, man. Now Jake is taking over. That's why it's called the Jake over, because Jake is taking over, man. Nobody wants to be around the Esau. Nobody want to be around the Edomites no more. It's the reason why people are around the Edomites, because they still got a little bit of that power. But truthfully, everybody want to be around Jake, man. And you could tell Jake got that glow. Okay. This is Revelations 13 and 9. I'm going to leave it off here. And let me say this. Deuteronomy 30 and 7 is not just geared to Edomites. It's geared to all you nations that have had us in slavery. You Hamites, you bubblehead Cushites, you black-ass Hamites, you Japhites, you Moabites, you Ammonites, so-called Japanese, Chinese, Polynesians, Hawaiians, Samoan Tongans, Tahitians, okay, you Aboriginal Australians, you so-called Arabs, you so-called Koreans. Let's go on and on, man. East Indians. I can't wait to have you fucking Elamites, you so-called East Indians, in slavery, man. You fucking disgusting ass niggas, man. All right, all you nations that have touched the apple of the Lord's eye, the Lord's gonna fucking destroy you, man. This is Revelations 13 and 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, right? All you nations are going to captivity. Starting with the so-called white man, starting with the so-called J-man. Okay, you don't know what I mean. Let's just say the curly, twisted, sideburn people with the small hats. Okay, that wear the Star of David. Those people. Those are the children of Amalek. Those are the Amalekites. And they're the head tribe of Esau Edom. And down all the way down to all the tribes of Esau Edom, the so-called white people, man, Edomites, okay, are going to captivity because you enslaved us, so we're going to enslave you. You know, don't worry, you're not going to go there by yourself. You're not going to captivity by yourself. Ham, Japheth, Moab, Ammon, all the other nations going to be alongside with you, man. But you're going to receive the worst of the judgments of slavery. All your nations going to get it, but Esau, you're going to get it the worst, okay? For what you have done to the planet, what you have done to all life on earth, and mainly what you have done to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai's children, the Israelites. Okay? So with that, call all Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rekah Kadash, the so-called white man, so-called white woman, so-called white child, baby, is going into slavery, man. The Edomite child, Edomite woman, the Edomite man is going to slavery. Shalom.